Hey, hello everybody. My name is Dylan Dugan and welcome back to Tech Warrior. Today we're going to be talking about how to get the film look on any camera. Let's get into it. So today's video is sponsored by teacherjobfairs.org, your teacher recruitment headquarters. All the links down below. So today we're going to be talking about how to get the film look, or the film look that everybody talks about. It's that creamy, awesome look that it seems like you can only get with an expensive camera. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can get the film look with a cheap DSLR, a decently expensive DSLR, or your standard consumer DSLR, and you can definitely get the film look with a cell phone or maybe even a GoPro camera. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and make a video on showing you how to get the film look. Not only that, right, like color grading, but how you get it on each camera and what settings you should have for each camera. We're going to go and do a standard consumer DSLR, which is the one you're seeing me on right now, the D3400, as well as a pretty low-end DSLR point and shoot kind of camera, as well as a smartphone and a GoPro camera. So one last camera that I think we're going to add is maybe this no, we're not going to add this. This is a drone camera. This is going a little bit too far. But I will say though that the film look has to have a certain amount of settings involved for the film look, or it's going to be kind of half complete. It's going to look sort of film-like with really any camera, but if you don't do certain things right, it's going to look pretty bad, even though it has a sort of film look feel. So the camera that's probably going to have the worst quality out of all of them, though, I will say, is maybe the GoPro, just because it's a wide-angle lens. It's going to get the film look, right? It doesn't really matter about that, but it's going to look a little awkward, because remember, the film look consists of not only just the camera or a decent camera, but it consists of color grading as well as that cinematic look. It can be in slow motion, or it could have a really interesting slide to it, or something like that that's not really static. You won't really get the film look with static objects. As well as if you zoom in with some bokeh or the blurry background, you'll get a better film look with that as well. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into the color grading aspect of the film look. Hey everyone, how's it going? We are getting into the part of the color grading section of the video, and we have our test video. We've just gone over the final results of what each camera looks like, and now I'm just going to show you very fast and easy how you can go ahead and make that same exact look yourself. Remember, before I do that, there is no one setting for each camera or video, okay? So what I'm just showing you right now is what I used for my video, and these are some basic, like pretty standard things you can use across every video that you do, so just be mindful about that. So let's get right into that. We have the video right here. If we play it, it's pretty good. It actually looks not too bad. It looks pretty cinematic and everything like that. I used a warp stabilizer to add this kind of smooth transitional effect. If I turn that off, you can see that there's a lot of jitter and shake, which I really don't like. And most people don't like that in their videos, so that's just one little tip that I have to go ahead and make it a little bit better. You get some lumetri color over here. I turned up the temperature. Tint stays the same. Exposure was the same, which is fine. Contrast was great. All these different things right here. You can check out these settings. Turn the highlights up a little bit, shadows down, whites up, and blacks down. Added some saturation by 10.9%, and that is what gave me this type of look. So it's pretty easy, very quick and simple. This could take you maybe about a minute. Now, don't be afraid to go ahead and experiment with these different levels here. You can change all these. I never like to touch the curves because the curves kind of, for me, I feel like they're not really necessary. I have used them in the past, and I do use them every once in a while, but I don't know. I feel pretty lazy sometimes doing some color grading, and I don't feel like curves are that much of a building block to go ahead and give your video that awesome look. Especially for the stuff that I shoot. Like in a B-roll shot like this, I just wouldn't use curves. I don't know why, I just wouldn't though. You can add a vignette, but I don't really think there's a point to it because this video is pretty just basic. It's just grass, so I don't know why you would add that. And you can go ahead and you can add some color in the color wheels here. Maybe add a little bit of yellow to the midtones, maybe. You're going to see that the grass is already so yellow and saturated that adding this probably wouldn't be too great. You can see it adds that color to it, right? But I'm just going to turn that down because I really just don't need that. And you can add some more color over here with these settings. These aren't really important. None of these settings are important. The only one that I focus on is basic correction. And you can use some LUTs for being creative. These are not LUTs, these are actually looks. But they will add that kind of pre-done effect. But don't forget that this will be added to basic correction. So when you click on this, it's going to add the basic correction effect to it too. This is what it originally looks like. But when it adds this, it adds that onto it as well. So I'm just going to keep mine at none because this is how I set mine. And I'm going to turn creative off, and I'm just going to go back to here. I'm going to turn all these off because I just don't need them. And here are my settings. And one quick tip to go ahead and make your video even better is you go over here, new item, black video. Everything's fine over here. Leave it alone. Just drag it over to the top of your video. Drag the other one over the top. Go over to your effects. Go to crop. Drag crop on top. From the top, go to 87%. And then on the bottom, just drag that over as well. Go to 87%. And then there, we have the Black Bars Cinema film look. Just looks great. So very fast, very easy to do. You can add this to any different video and make it look incredible. I'm going to do an entire video on the in-depth kind of building blocks to color grading. Not just color grading like this, but color grading for music videos and short films. How you should color grade, how you use different color temperatures, things like that. But then specialized color grading, like in music videos where they change the sky color and things like that. All of that inside Premiere. Very easy to do, very simple to follow. So keep an eye out for those videos because they're going to be coming out very soon. My name is Dylan Dugan. This has been Tech Warrior. I'll see you guys in the next video.